It's time for another everyday getaway, and today we're getting into the kitchen for another dessert because did somebody say Dessert Tuesday? Today we're making a no-bake peanut butter pie, and we are looking forward to some yummy peanut butter action. So let's get started. The recipe is set up for 2 pies. We're only making 1. So we're going to start off with a half of a block of cream cheese. It's been softened somewhat. And we're going to mix that with 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar or confectioner's sugar, whichever you call it. And we're going to mix that until it's creamy. All right, we're going to add to that the peanut butter. It's creamy peanut butter. The recipe called for a half a cup, making the 1 pie. But on the comments that we found on the recipe, they suggested extra peanut butter, like to double it. So you tasted enough. So I'm going to go ahead and do the cup of peanut butter. And then they have a half a cup of milk. But the same person who said there's not enough peanut butter said there's a little extra milk. So to cut back on that. So I'm going to start off with the peanut butter and like a 1/4 cup of milk, and then see what we need to add to it. Okay, next we're going to add in an 8-ounce container of whipped topping, and it's softened enough where it will mix easily. So I'm just going to dollop the chunks in here a few at a time. Mix it up, and then I'll put the rest in. And I'm going to put the mixer on low for this. All right, we've mixed it until it looks nice and fluffy with low setting on the mixer. But now I'm just going to go back with the spatula. I don't want to over mix it, but make sure all the peanut butter is off the bottom, and make sure it's all lightly blended together. Okay, we've got an 8-inch graham cracker crust. I'm sure that an Oreo crust would be really good. I even read you could make your own Nutter Butter crust, which sounds good, but this was easy for today. All right, we're just filling up the crust. It's like a fluffy mousse. Doug and I make a strawberry pie that's, I think, similar to this. It's always been a hit. We'll probably make that sometime in the next few weeks or so on a Tuesday. But this has good peanut butter smells. If you are allergic to peanut butter or just don't like it, this probably is not your dessert, but we are peanut butter eaters. All right, we're just going to smooth this out, make it look purty. And once it looks all purty, we're going to put the lid on, and it goes in the fridge to set up. And I would think it'd take a couple hours. It really didn't give an amount of time. You can put some chocolate syrup on top. You could crush up some Nutter Butters. And I'm not going to put that on now. Doug doesn't really like a lot of chocolate syrup, but I think when I have my slice, I'm going to sprinkle some on. So we'll have some with, some without. All right, so we let this sit in the fridge for 3 or 4 hours. It probably didn't need that long to set up, but Doug and I were waiting until after dinner before we tried the pie. And I cut out a couple slices. It's set really well. It's got a nice consistency, and I went ahead and plated up. I like chocolate syrup, so I put some on the top of mine, gave me the Reese cup kind of vibe. Doug does not like chocolate that much, so he didn't get any on the top of his, but we'll give it a try. Make sure I get some crust in there. A lot of peanut butter flavor. I know we put extra in. If you don't like a strong peanut butter flavor, you could even back off of what we did, but we love peanut butter, so great peanut butter flavor. I like the chocolate on it. It adds a little bit of dimension to it. Crust was a prepared one, but it's a graham cracker crust and really good. I really like this. Thank you so much for being with us today. If you haven't already, please take a moment and like, share, and if you haven't already, subscribe. And always remember to hit that notification bell so when we make our next video, either looking at a fun dessert on Tuesday or traveling somewhere on Friday, you can get notified and come along with us. All right, again, thank you for being with us today. I'm gonna finish up my pie. It really is good. Didn't take a lot of ingredients, didn't take a lot of time, but if you like peanut butter, it is really good. Hey, take care of yourselves, take care of others, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.